Hey besties, welcome back to Laughing Through It. Have you ever had one of those weeks where you wake up and your brain immediately starts making a checklist before your feet even hit the floor? That's been me, except it's not just 1 week anymore, it's been weeks. Every time I cross something off the list, 3 more things somehow appear. So grab your coffee, your energy drink, your laundry basket you're pretending isn't overflowing, because today we're catching up. And let me tell you, life has been absolutely insane. If you've been wondering where my brain has been lately, same. Because between work, trying to find another job, getting ready to move, planning a yard sale, trying to keep this podcast going, trying to have somewhat of a social life, I genuinely don't know what day it is half the time. And honestly, I'm not the only one. Sometimes life decides that one stressful thing isn't enough. It throws 10 at you. 1 minute you're thinking, okay, I got this. Then suddenly, your house is full of boxes, you're trying to figure out what to sell, you're updating your resume, your phone keeps reminding you about things you forgot, your sleep schedule doesn't even qualify as a sleep schedule anymore, and somehow you're supposed to date too? It's almost funny. You spend months wishing something would change, and then suddenly, everything changes at once, and you're begging the universe to slow down. But let's go back to dating. Who proved that shit? Because dating in today's world is already confusing enough. Now throw in trying to build your life. Good luck. I swear dating nowadays feels like everyone wants relationship benefits without relationship effort. People will tell you they want communication until you communicate. They'll tell you they want honesty until honesty isn't convenient. They say they want consistency, then disappear for 3 days and come back with, I've just been busy. No, you weren't busy. You were making me a backup plan. There's a difference. And maybe that's why dating has felt so exhausting. Not because I don't believe good people exist. I do. I absolutely do. But I think we've become so afraid of being vulnerable that we've made casual our comfort zone. Nobody wants to admit they care first. Nobody wants to double text. Nobody wants to look too interested. Meanwhile, everybody is sitting there wondering why nobody puts in effort anymore. It's wild. The games are exhausting. And I've realized something recently. I'm too busy building a life I actually love to chase someone who's giving me mixed signals. That doesn't mean I don't want love. I absolutely do. I love love. But I want the kind of relationship where someone chooses me every day. Because I love the way I want to be loved. Where effort isn't a question. Where communication isn't considered doing too much. Where loyalty isn't rare. Where peace feels normal. But until then, I'm choosing me. Old me would have chased answers. This version of me protects my peace. Because here's the thing. This season of life is chaotic. Like, actually chaotic. Not cute Instagram chaotic, real chaotic. I've got boxes everywhere. A yard sale happening, a move happening, applications to fill out, work every night, trying to prove this podcast, trying to write, trying to create, and trying to make music, while also trying to have enough energy to remember what day it is. And somewhere inside all that, I'm still trying to become the person I was always meant to be. That version of me deserves my attention. Not somebody who's making me question where I stand. Like, let's talk about the yard sale. It's weird going through stuff you had for years, like picking it up and asking, do I need this? You know what's crazy about the yard sale and asking this question? You can ask this question about life and everything you do. Hear me out. With friendships, with family members, with your dating life, with work, even with my favorite thing, shopping. I went shopping the other day with one of my girlfriends, and my goal was to buy 2 outfits. Unfortunately, I didn't find any outfits, but I did find a mic to use for the podcast and some cool earbuds. But I was in the electronics section in Five Below and had to literally sit there and go, do I need this? Also, the answer to the 2 things I bought was yes, but I also looked at my girl and said, okay, let's get out of here before I spend $200. I sit there every day and just decide if I actually need something or if I just want it. I do it at work when I'm bored and see all the toys we have. Yes, I am 22 years old, and yes, I still have childlike tendencies, and that is okay. I also ask that question when I'm having a bad confidence day, like, do I need this insecurity, or is it just my brain being an asshole? A yard sale isn't just getting rid of clutter. Sometimes healing looks exactly like that. Keeping what serves you, letting go of what doesn't. I've also realized something else. Life doesn't pause while you're waiting for the perfect time. I know I've repeated that in like the past 3 episodes, 4 episodes, or even this whole season. But life does not wait for you to be ready. There isn't going to be a magical Monday where everything suddenly slows down. I'll probably always be working towards something. There will always be another goal, another challenge, another dream, another move, another job, another project. So maybe the goal isn't waiting until life calms down. Maybe it's learning how to find peace while life is loud. That has been one of the biggest lessons I've learned this year. Peace isn't the absence of chaos. Peace is knowing who you are in the middle of it. And that confidence we've been talking about these past few episodes, this is where confidence actually matters. Confidence isn't walking in a room thinking you're the prettiest person there. The prettiest girl at the party. Confidence is looking at your life when everything feels messy and still believing, I'm going to figure it out. Confidence is sending another application after hearing no. Confidence is packing another box when you're tired. Confidence is recording another podcast episode, even when you wonder if anyone is listening. Confidence is getting back up after life keeps knocking you down. It's choosing yourself over and over and over again, even when you're exhausted, especially when you're exhausted. Because here's something I've noticed. Every single thing I'm stressing about right now is because I'm building something. The move, that's a new chapter. The yard sale, that's letting go of things I don't need anymore. Looking for another job, that's trying to better my future. Building this podcast, that's building my dream. None of those things are bad. They're just overwhelming when they happen all at once. And maybe some of you are in that season too. Maybe your chaos looks different. Maybe you're starting college, or becoming a parent, or healing after a heartbreak. Maybe you're changing careers. Maybe you're trying to figure out who you are. Maybe we're not behind. Maybe we're just in transition. Whatever it is, just remember, growth usually looks messy before it looks beautiful. Nobody posts the pile of boxes. Nobody posts the applications that get rejected. Nobody posts crying in the car. Nobody posts the moments where they wanted to quit. But those moments, they're a part of the story too. And honestly, they're usually the chapters that make us who we become. So if you've been feeling behind, you're not. If you've been feeling overwhelmed, you're not failing. If you've been wondering why everything seems to be happening all at once, you're probably standing at the beginning of a brand new chapter. And those are always messy. Just remember, you're just building. And builders always have a mess before they have a masterpiece. So here's my challenge for you this week. Instead of asking, why is everything happening to me? Try asking, what is all of this preparing me for? Because I genuinely believe life has a funny way of making things make sense later. Not immediately, not next week, sometimes not even next year, but eventually. You look back and realize every hard season taught you something. Every closed door redirected you. Every goodbye made room for a right hello. And maybe that's where I am right now. I'm somewhere between chapters. Not where I was, not where I'm going, just in the middle. And honestly, that's okay. Because for the first time in a long time, even though life is crazy, I'm excited, I'm nervous, I'm overwhelmed, but I'm hopeful. And I think that's a pretty good place to be. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today and letting me ramble like we're on a FaceTime call. Seriously, you all have become such a huge part of this journey, whether you've been here since day one or you found this podcast yesterday. Thank you. I appreciate every listen, every message, every comment, every share, every piece of support more than you'll ever know. And if you're enjoying laughing through it, don't forget to follow the podcast, leave a review, and tell your friends. Because we're just getting started. I love you, besties. Keep growing. Keep choosing yourself. Keep reminding yourself that you're worth it. And no matter what, we're gonna keep laughing through it.